Ma'am, would you like your 2,250 pennies? I want to go outside and see if I can see them go through the ceiling, but I'm afraid if I do, that it's going to get rid of them all. You know what? If it does, it does. It's just funny. It does work, though. Oh, it doesn't. Good. Let's head outside and see if we can see them go through the roof. And we can. So that's what 2,250 pennies look like. Welcome to Factory Outlet Simulator Prologue. I believe the game comes out on Steam next week. And just look at all the things that they have in this upcoming list over here. A lot. There is a lot of anticipated content. So with all that being said, I thought I'd jump in. I've played a good portion of this prologue probably a few times now, so I'm pretty comfortable with the gameplay, and I want to talk about a few things that I think the game gets right so far, and a few things that I kind of question. And first off, I think this is one of the best features, is to have the player immediately take ownership of the store, the game. It really brings you into the experience to create a name. With that being said, we're just gonna take something very non-creative, but we could change it. So I really think that is a great way to start the game. I think that the tutorial is very well done. It's simple to follow and introduces the player to many of the facets of the game. So let's come over here, and the first thing it's going to want us to do is to, by the way, license is spelled incorrectly here, but not up there, and also here. Sorry, that's the only typo I'm going to talk about. Just wanted to say it. So first we're going to license the design. Okay. And next it's going to have us buy the equipment. Okay. Now we'll go outside and pick up our equipment. I also appreciate how we don't have to deal with the cardboard. It just evaporates into thin air, as we all know cardboard does. And plastic evaporates into the ocean. So we need to get raw materials to feed the machine to craft our garments. Step by step. Let's back up. Go to raw materials, buy the raw materials it tells us. And yes, of course, I did try to buy extras. I did try to buy other products, and no, it would not let me. So because there's a cost associated to these, we have no money, but if we follow the tutorial, it waives our costs. So it wants us to come over here and craft our first product. So we will do exactly what it says. I like how this plastic evaporates from the ocean and rematerializes right into our factory. And regrettably, at least in the prologue, I cannot find what to do with these bins once we are done with them. So I don't know if that'll be part of the game, but they're not reusable that I can find. And we need to buy a rack to put our shirts on. So let's do that. So here, and here. Excellent. Let's go grab another product with disintegrating. I love how it bounces up whenever you hit that too fast. Disintegrating cardboard. Okay, so we'll just put our rack right there. We'll pick up our stock and we'll merchandise it. Merchandising. So I wish we could throw these, especially since I don't know what to do with them, but we'll just place it here. Yes, I did try to place it in front of this, but the game still created a new one. So now it wants us to create our own design, which is a fantastic time to bring this mechanic into the game, to have us become aware that, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, to become aware that we can create our own designs and upload images. And it's not just t-shirts, phone cases, coffee mugs, and potentially more in the future. We'll just go with the default since we're trying to save time. So there we go. We now need the materials because it's going to have us crafted immediately. So let's, materials, colored thread, colored fabric, and advanced pattern paper. Okay, now let's head over to our machine and let's create our own design. And now we're going to have our own shirts to sell. And for laziness, let's just drop this right here. It's not a tripping hazard, don't worry. Okay, so next we set our prices. Well, we could do it from this side. I don't need to run around, especially since I keep running into the counter. So we come out here, my outlet, price tag. Now here, I'm going to stop for a second and just say, I've tinkered with the pricing of the shirts and with the sales features over here. And so far, I do not see any impact of the price mechanic or the sale mechanic on how many customers we have and how many people buy. In fact, we sell out all of our clothes, all of our shirts the first day. So maybe that's just part of the prologue, or maybe that's just part of the tutorial, but I really hope that the game has a better economy scaling and function to it, and that if we have high prices, we have fewer customers, fewer sales, and if we have sales or discounts, that boosts the amount of customers and potentially purchases. Just my thoughts. So with that said, we're now ready to open. Let's head on outside and let's open. And let's deal with our first transaction, where I'm going to come into the second aspect that, I don't know, rubs me the wrong way. But first, I really like how we remove the security tag. What a great feature. I hope, and I don't know why, but that's happened to me before, where the first time I removed the security tag, my mouse seems to scroll left. I like how we don't have to bag it. But what if we did have to bag it? Wouldn't that be fun and interesting? I think that might be another mechanic. Or I think it might also be nice to have an option in a menu where we can choose to bag or auto bag, to remove tag or auto remove tag. Leave it up to us as the gamer would be my thought. So with all that said, this takes me out of the experience, because the total purchases for this customer are $16.50. Let's take her money. What cashier would take $39 for a $16.50 purchase? It would not happen. You'd immediately say, I'm sorry, just give me the 20, or just give me 17. There's no cashier who would take all that money. That's the way scams start when you're a cashier, is they give you an erroneous amount that makes no sense, and they start working you back and forth, confusing you with how much the original purchase is and how much money they're giving you and then taking away. So this is so wrong to me. I don't think it's right to have it in the game. But again, that's me. So I don't want people to change games to my taste any more than I would want them to change a game to someone else's taste. But this is not a mechanic that follows practice. The next thing is, I don't know why, 50-cent pieces, to my recollection, and I'm pretty damn old, haven't been like common currency in the United States in probably 30 or 40 years, and maybe even a little longer. I mean, yes, there's still U.S. currency. Yes, you can go in and use them, but to expect to have them in a drawer is very uncommon. So we owe her $22.50. Another thing, the game will not allow us to give incorrect change. And I don't know that that's something that I agree with, because mistakes happen. And if we give incorrect change, there could be a dynamic or an impact to that. Specifically, if we give them too much money, they're just going to walk out. And I would agree. You know what? We screwed up. Take the money. Go. However, if we give them too little money back, you would think that they could get angry and then say, I want a refund. I don't want your product. Give me all my money back. That would be an interesting mechanic. Again, to me, not to everybody, but to me. So I'm open. Please leave comments if you think I'm right or wrong, or I'm just foolish to even think this deep about a video game. But if you're going to have these kind of at least quasi-realistic simulators, I think that there should be a common practice, a best practices implemented into them. So with that being said, how long would it take us to stack up 2,250 pennies? The good news is you're not going to have to watch it, because I'm going to splice this and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And no, I do not have an auto clicker. I did that all on my own. Trying to break my mouse. I need a new gaming mouse rather than this cheap old thing I got. So look, $22.49, cannot give change. $22.51, cannot give change. Has to be exact. Ma'am, would you like your 2,250 pennies? I want to go outside and see if I can see them go through the ceiling, but I'm afraid if I do, that it's going to get rid of them all. You know what? If it does, it does. It's just funny. It does work, though. Oh, it doesn't. Good. Let's head outside and see if we can see them go through the roof. And we can. So that's what 2,250 pennies look like. I'm sorry, 2,250 pennies. I don't know what I just said. I'm punch drunk from doing all these pennies. So interesting. How do you get... There we go. There you go. Enjoy your pennies and your purchase. Now, this, I like the idea that we have wholesale sales, wholesale purchases, opportunities, contracts, if you will. So we have 6 offers, and we can choose whichever we like. It shows us how much they're willing to pay us, how much the cost is, and what the ordered quantity is. And let me just say, I don't even want to do the one for 70, but we'll take it. And the reason... Oh, we need to order it. I apologize. No, I am right. We do. Now, here, they make us go to the harbor to show us that ship, and that is where we will take our finished wholesale orders. So I thought about splicing this out, but I drive so poorly with the keyboard. I just thought, and I drive even worse in real life, I thought I'd leave this part in. So there appears to be no damage to vehicles. Oh, crud. Let's change the camera. Oh, that's too funny. I like how his wheel just keeps going, even though that's a rear wheel car, and well, I guess it's a spinner, maybe. I don't know. Let's escape and reset car. Don't know where our car went. Let's just come on over here. So this part of the tutorial is only to introduce us to the cargo ship with the conveyor belt to show us this is where we need to deliver our 70 shirts. I guess it's the best time to do it. I was thinking maybe after we created our 70 shirts would have been a better time, but I think I'm wrong on that, so I'll say no. Of course, if you reset your car, it's all the way back at your store, your factory. You can jump. I don't know what the why I'm doing it now. I guess I could have cut this part out. Maybe I will. I see someone went into our store. So run right into a glass door. I feel like a pigeon. All right, so we're back. Let's remove the security tag. It's $16.50. He gives us 31. Just no sense whatsoever to that. And I was thinking $50 bills are still, they're not really common U.S. currency, but they are out there and they are used, I guess, semi-often. It's the coins that just aren't. So you do not need to wait if they have multiple purchases to scan the second or to remove the second security tag, if anyone was wondering. So let's take that and changes 15. Pretty easy. Thank you. I do like all the customers do look different. I appreciate that. So thank you for that, devs. And 1650. I also like, at least in the tutorial, how there's a steady flow to the customers. See, why would we take 50 cents? Why would any cashier ever take 50 cents on a $28 purchase? That's the last I'll talk about that. Now, sometimes I swear it doesn't give us the right number here. And I'm going to see if I can find an example of that. So far, I've been watching for it and I haven't seen it. But maybe it's me, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I have not seen it this gameplay yet. And we're just about done with the portion of the prologue that I'm going to play. Whoa, too many. What am I doing? I meant to grab these. There we go. You look rather shiny, sir. Oh, didn't. And they're still coming in. So again, I think at least on this first day, the game is just having us sell out of all our merchandise. And I think that's so we can start the warehouse order, is my guess. Okay, I believe that's going to be everything, and we will have sold out of, maybe not, one more. Now are we done? Yes. Okay. I also need to go back and count and see, did we really just sell 20? Or did we sell more? I'm not sure. So I'll check that out. But see, now we need to make 70 of the Red Forever shirts. So we already know how to do that. We have to come in. Well, first we would go over here and we would show the products. We'd look at the Red Forever and we'd see we need colored thread and colored fabric. And we need 70 total. So let's come back out to this and do 7 of those and 7 of these. Let's confirm our order. Escape out. Did I see someone coming in? No. Okay. Sorry, folks. Store is closed. Moose out front should have told you. Now, we can only set it up to produce one batch at a time from what I can find. Maybe in the future, there will be multiple machines or conveyor belts, or we'll be able to choose a production quantity over the 10. The problem is, for me, when we produce these, we cannot use the machine again until we move this. So we have to bring this out to the truck and place it, or move it away from the machine before we can interact with the machine again. It would be nice if they kind of auto-stacked in the truck as well. I'll do one more just to show that, and then I'm going to wrap the video up. But so we can't access the machine until we move this bin. So it's very tedious. Maybe that's just because it's the prologue. Maybe it's just because we haven't unlocked advanced features. I don't know, but it's pretty tedious at the beginning, at the very least. See how right now it doesn't allow an easy placement in the truck. I'd like to see that change. But with all that being said, I like a lot of the aspects of the game already. I like the tutorial, almost all of it. A little bit I can live with. I do not like the some of the point of sale aspects. I really appreciate the tag removal. I really appreciate the auto bagging. But I'd like to see maybe options to change those. I don't like the way they give us a ridiculous amount of money for their current purchase. It just doesn't make sense to me. So that's my thoughts on the prologue version, and there's so much content on the roadmap. There seems to be a lot of depth coming to the game, and I look forward to seeing where the developers take it. So thanks. Bye.